All right, in this video, I'm going to go over how to graph a line given the slope and the y-intercept. So that's the only information you're given, and you're asked to graph a line based on that information. So really quickly, I'm going to go over what slope and y-intercept are, and then we'll go over how to graph them. So the slope essentially is your rise over your run. Another way to think of it is the change in y over the change in x, which basically all that is saying is how many units are we going up or down? Up if it's positive, down if it's negative. Negative, positive. How many units we're going up or down for every unit we go right. Okay. Y-intercept, again, these are just basic explanations. So if you need further in-depth explanations, I would recommend watching one of my other videos. Back to y-intercept. Y-intercept is essentially where the line of your graph crosses the y-axis. So this line right here. Okay. Another way to think about it is when x equals 0, what does y equal? So if we want to think about it in coordinate points, we would say the point 0, because x will be 0 if it's on the y-axis, and then whatever the y number is in that situation. Okay, so now that we have the gist of those, let's say you're given the problem, graph the line given the slope and the y-intercept, and we're going to say the slope is 2/3 and the y-intercept is 3. So this information over here. So the easiest thing, in my opinion, to do is first, I would graph the y-intercept. Again, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way that I find is easiest. And then use the slope to find other points. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to start with the y-intercept. So we know the y-intercept is -3. So we're going to have the point, I'm just going to write this down. We're going to have the point 0, because x is 0 if it's on the y-axis. 0, -3. So I'm going to plot that point again. X is 0, so we're going to be on that y-axis, and then we're going to drop down 3. So there's our y-intercept right there. And now we're going to use the slope to find other points. Again, the slope is going to be your rise over run, or how many units we're going up or down. Up if it's positive, down if it's negative. For every 1 unit we go right. Now in this particular case, we have a fraction for our slope. So you could actually think about it as, instead of you go 2/3 up for every 1 unit you go right, you could think of it as we're going 2 up for every 3 that we go right. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to go up 2 to -1, and we're going to go 3 right. So we're going to end up with the point 3, -1. Okay, you can keep finding more points. So if we found one more point using the slope, from there we could go up 2 more. So we'd end up at 1 on the y, and then over 3 in the right direction. We're going to end up right there. So we would end up at 6, 1. Okay, from there I would just take a pen, pencil, whatever you're using, and connect those points to the line. And that's it.